All right, we are back. Video number 2 with the Wilson Audio ALEXX. There has been a lot of noise online about, me bringing this speaker home, and a lot of excitement, of course, from some of you guys who have texted me and emailed me, who really want to hear what this speaker is capable of. I know a lot of you guys want to also for me to compare right away the Focal Stella with the Wilson ALEXX. But I'm not going to get into that right away, guys. I really don't have right now a good grasp on what's going on who does what. I'm not about to go out and put, my opinion on something so premature right now, like the ALEXX are to me right now. I've had them for 5 days or so, 6 days maybe. And so, I want to be able to understand the speaker a little better. I know and I understand I only spent a little bit of time with the Stella, maybe about a week or two. But I was able to capture in my head what that speaker was doing and what it was really, really delivering for me. Okay. But yeah, so let me talk to you a little bit about the ALEXX. All right, so this is where I have my DAWs right here. This is more or less where I had my Alexia 2s, Alexia 1s. And look how far back I am right now with the ALEXX. All right, so why don't we let me show you something. I know some of you guys are going to be interested in knowing. I've been playing with the speaker for about 4 to 5 days on my own without any help. But I did get a call from audio advisors who, have offered obviously to come out and put the speaker in the right position and help me set up the speaker. I'm actually also want to use this opportunity to see if Peter McGrath from Wilson Audio can come out and help. I even asked the dealer to see if that's a possibility. If you guys don't know, he lives maybe 45 minutes from me. So maybe he can, come out here and help and assist. It'll be lovely to have his expertise and, and obviously speaker placement experience. I would love for him to come out and assist with this setup. Right now, they are still on casters, okay? Because as I mentioned to you, they will be on casters until I figure out where they're going to go. So I haven't really gotten them off, the wheels. It will happen. I just don't know how soon. But in case you guys are wondering, I want to show you more or less, as I mentioned to you, the room is about 17 wide by 22 deep, just to have an idea. I mean, this is going to be a ballpark, guys, okay? Just to have an idea. So you have an idea where it is. Okay, so that's the sidewall from the center of the speaker, approximately. And I'm going to go from right about here to the rear wall. So that is the rear wall. Rear wall is about 6.5 feet. Okay. So, and then if you want to know more or less how far apart they are right now, again, ballpark, it's not exact. I'm using a laser. 9, almost 10 feet apart from tweeter to tweeter. And I am approximately, in case you're wondering, again, I'm going to just give you an idea. Listening position, approximately 10 feet. So there you have the first measurement is the sidewall. Sidewall. Then it's about 4 feet, 6 feet from the rear wall, and then they're about 9 feet apart, and I'm 10 feet away. This is to give you guys an indication of what I have come up with so far. Obviously, I don't even know if that's where they're going to be, where they're going to end up. If Wilson Audio and Peter, hopefully can make it out here and help me with this, maybe they don't even end up anywhere near that area. But right now, that's where I feel I get a lot of the some magic that I'm very well aware of. The Wilson imaging and the mids and the bass and the vocal that I love very much about the speaker. This is where I feel the speaker is really beginning to show me more of its capabilities. I've had about 4 days to play with the positioning. You see them there, all this tape that I have here. That's to kind of begin to bring him in, bring him out, and try to get the best bass, as well as the mids and the highs. If you see the towing, you can barely see the side of the speaker. They're pretty directed at me. I've seen a couple of videos online, of course, about this towing. I know that's a thing that, usually the speaker sounds best when it's directly aimed at you. And so yeah, that's in a nutshell right now what I have come up with. I also wanted to take this opportunity to make an announcement. Okay, so it is time to make an announcement, guys. I have coming the Boulder 2150 monoblocks. I have decided next week, you guys are going to see them on my channel. I am going to be the first person ever on YouTube to have an ALEXX with a full Griffin setup, meaning the Pandora line stage and the Griffin Mephisto, as well as a full Boulder setup, line stage 2110 and the Boulder 2150 monoblocks, which you are seeing on your screen right now. They're 1000 watts Class A per channel, 220 pounds. We're going to go toe-to-toe against the Mephisto. I plan to do a shootout towards the end of the year after my work allows me, of course, because I do have a job. After I'm able to have some free time, maybe during my time off, I will put together both setups in here and I will do shootouts for everyone to see. I will be the very first channel ever on YouTube to show you a full Griffin system against a full Boulder system. Nobody has ever done this, ever. Unless it's at not even at a show, actually, because that would be two different rooms, two different systems. So you're going to get to hear Boulder in its glory against Griffin in its glory. And I know some of you guys are going to say, well, it's not really a fair comparison because you're using monoblocks against a single Griffin stereo amplifier. And it's true. There's no question about it. No question in my mind that will be, a very unfair scenario for the Mephisto. However, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's still going to allow us to hear, a lot of the qualities of both presentations, because don't underestimate the Mephisto. That thing has a lot of power still. At 170 watts, that thing puts out, it feels like it's 500 watts per channel. I mean, it's crazy the amount of control and power that it has. So don't think for a second that we won't get very good results or the understanding of what both presentations are doing. We will understand which way each system goes, which direction, what's happening. The reason why I bought the Boulder 2150s, just to be candid and be clear with everyone here, is because I really feel in my heart, having owned 5 Wilson audio speakers, I feel the Wilson ALEXX needs power. I could be wrong, but I feel it needs power. I feel it needs real horsepower. And of course, the Mephisto, it's not light by any means when it comes to power, but I do feel that it will benefit from monoblocks. The speaker will benefit from that 1000 watts of pure Class A, and it's going to allow me to hear things that I could potentially be missing with the Mephisto. But remember, I'm open-minded. At the end of the day, there's no guarantee that I'm going to stay with the Boulder setup. For all I know, I still prefer the Griffin at the end of that shootout, and I continue to move forward with the Mephisto. If that doesn't happen to be the case, then that's fine too. I'll go ahead and, find the Mephisto a new home and maintain, the Boulder here. Remember, at this level, it will be about preferences. It will be about system matching. Maybe, who knows? Maybe down the road, if I end up selling the Mephisto because I feel perhaps the Boulders are just giving me grace or more power, more effortlessness out of the ALEXX. Who knows? Maybe in about 6 months, 5 months, I bring the Mephisto monoblocks. That can happen. Do not think for 1 second that's not a possibility here. Anything is possible here. Okay, so I hope you guys are very excited for what's coming. But yes, next week I will go ahead and introduce you guys to the Boulder 2150 monoblocks. It is the new house sound of Boulder. I know some people say Boulder is very neutral. It doesn't really have a sound signature. I disagree. I think the new Boulder is outstanding. It sounds nothing like the old Boulder. and I will make sure you guys can hear that in a future video. But for now, why don't we play a couple of tracks? Do not take this presentation at face value and think this is as good as the speakers sound. I am playing the speakers right now because some of you guys have been asking me to, but remember, the positioning is still work in progress, and I have the grills on purpose, which I'll explain to you all later. So the grill should not be on the speakers right now. It should not be on casters, and they're not 100% where they need to be. So remember, 3 different factors here that you all need to take in consideration. So what you should be listening for right now is the potential, the raw, untapped potential of the speaker, nothing else. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get it going, right? So let me push play, and let's get this party going.
Their gold teeth mirror both our jaws.